Wait a minute. Angel Reese say, slow down, pimp. Slow down. We gotta get this shit right. We gotta get it right. We gotta get it right. But more after these messages.
Dear foreigner, welcome to my city. See the bright light, skyscrapers looking pretty. Perfect skyline, postcard from a city, and we still on the rise, more construction keeping busy. Always bear down on your blue in the windy. Can't forget the Bulls, red and black run the city. Chicago, fire in the sky, WMB. White socks and the Cubs up in Wrigley. Got a couple rings like I played for the Blackhawks. Always on the ground when my feet hit the asphalt. Dedication, hard work, and preparation. Never giving up to reach the goals I've been chasing. When it goes down, I'ma be the main attraction. Better stand back when the cameras start to flashing. Countdown, buzzer beater, how the game go. Crowd goes wild, cause you know who they came for. Michael Jordan, D-Wade when I'm scoring. Great Walter Payton, John Tays when I'm enforcing. You already know I had to make an anthem. Shot-town in the building, and you know what I stand for. Chicago, it's the city of the win. Clock runs down, we gon' grab another win. Chicago, known for the skyscrapers, big city, big lights, and we all about a paper. Chicago, ain't another city like it. Ride down Lakeshore, see newcomers all excited. Chicago, I'm.
Hey, yo. Hey, y'all, look, check it out, man. Look, we gonna keep it a buck around here. We gonna keep it a buck around here. Angel Reese is about that life. Tells the front office to get it right, or, you know what I'm saying? She ain't playing with them. She ain't playing with them, praying with them. No, welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. And this is Steady Serv'n Sports, ENT. Yes, listen, I am the Gingerbread Man, and I am greatly to, you know what I mean, sit here and throw up the flag, because this is a extension, a Simply Ball Dropping podcast with my main man, KEYSHA. What's up, KEYSHA? What's going on, man? I appreciate everything, man. I thank you. And shout out to my girl, Cut That Ish, Real Talk Sports, you know what I mean, in the Players Club. And then, of course, my comrade, my friend, Sister Pretty Tony on the Crash Out Room. And much love to my main man, Duvall. Check it out, y'all. I'm at 2,272 subscribers. Man, y'all is doing a phenomenal job. Share this, man. Share the video. Share the video. Become a member. Be a bread maker. Be a part of, that's right, the Gingerbread Man's Nation. I'm telling you, I thank you for what you've done. I thank you for what you do. I thank you for what you will do to get this channel on board. But if you want to hear some real talk, some real talk, and keeping it a buck, this is the place to be. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong in certain things that you might, you know what I'm saying, see that I might be wrong on my opinion, but my opinion is my opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. Leave that opinion in the chat, and I get back to you on a comment. Most times I do, just like some of y'all that, you know what I'm saying, be watching. Check it out, man. Angel Reese put the Chicago Sky organization in total, mainly the front office, on notice. She is trying to do everything that she can do to help this organization win. She has put her body on the line all year long. From last year to this year, she has improved her play. And now, even in some points, she had to be put in some of that conversation but she just had a losing team of MVP. But Angel Reese consistently drops double doubles, breaking all types of records. I mean, all this year, what a phenomenal year that she is having. Naysayers eat the crow. Eat the crow, because she's going to continue to bring double doubles throughout the rest of the year, like she did on most of her season. That, you know what I'm saying, that we were able to look at and appreciate those who love the Chicago Sky team and those who really love Angel Reese. She did not let us down this year. She did not let us down. But lately, as of late, she talked to the Chicago Tribune, and the Chicago Tribune had reports that they had to make. And they said that Angel Reese was feeling some type of way. She went on to the paper and she spoke with Julia Poe. Now, Julia Poe, we all know that Julia Poe used to drop little damn, things that we didn't agree with, certain criticisms of the Chicago Sky in total last year, you know what I mean? And some of, what she did this year. But Julia Poe interviewed Angel Reese. And this is what was said with Julia Poe and Angel Reese conversation. Here, go bringing it up for you. In the Chicago Tribune, it headlined Angel Reese in the conversation as Angel Reese wants the Chicago Sky to do more in WNBA free agency. We can't settle for what we have this year. Angel Reese says few players are more fixated on the up-and-coming WNBA free agency cycle than Angel Reese. More than 100 players will enter free agency this winter, and tumult of a two-team expansion draft and a new collective bargaining agreement, promises of offseason and league-wide upheaval. It says those players include 21 of this year's 24 All-Star selections. Reese is not one of the anticipated free agents. The Sky forward is 5 games away from finishing the second season of her rookie contract, a 3-year agreement with the team's option that all but guarantees to keep her in through 2027. So, she's gonna go in there. Let me finish pulling it up. What she said. So Angel Reese definitely is like she said, she's fixated on improving. She's fixated on going to the free agency and getting the players that the Chicago Sky have. It says Reese is not one to anticipate free agents. The Sky, hold on a second. It says the Sky forward is a 5 times, finished the way I read that part, through 2027, but doesn't mean that she's content in speed and spin of the upcoming offseason on the sideline. In the final dregs of the second consecutive loss season, with the 9-30 record entering Wednesday night's home game against the Connecticut Suns, the Skyline leading scorer is making her voice heard with the front office. I'm not settling for the same shit we did this year. Reese told the Tribune, we got to get good players. We have to get great players. That's a non-negotiable thing for me. She also said that I'm willing and wanting to play with the best. And however I can help to get the best here, that's what I'm going to do this off season. So she's already telling them, that she would even put her name on the line. She would put her name on the line and say, hey y'all, trust me, it's gonna be all right here. She's, you know what I mean? She's putting her name on the line saying, listen, I know what is said and I know what the different players have put out there in their experiences in Chicago. I know this. I know what has happened in the old. That thing ain't happening to me, right? So she goes back to try to tell them that if you come and play with me, we have a great possibility and chances to win a championship here again in Chicago. And Chicago gonna have the stuff right and everything and all the amenities that you need. So she said, so it's going to be very, very important this offseason to make sure that we attract the best of the best, because we can't settle for what we have this year. It says throughout her tenure in Chicago, Reese has been consistent about her buy-in with Chicago Sky. It says when the team missed the playoffs in 2024 and fired the first coach, Reese Witherspoon, with whom Reese maintains a strong relationship, she voiced frustration yet maintained the commitment to build a long-term future. She bought a house in Lamont last offseason to help renovate custom courts, Oakwood Beach, and when faced with criticism of the Sky's training facilities and overall investment, Reese often shrugged off the questions with the saying, I just want to hoop. It says, but at the end of the season, she's beginning to take more pragmatic and conditions. It says that she's really trying to nip the thing in the bud, man. She's really trying to say, hey, it's a problem. It's a problem here. And you guys are acting like losing should be a normal thing. Losing is not what I do. Losing is not for me. And she was just, really saying that the problem is that we do not have the proper people on this team so that we can move forward. So it says, Angel says, I'm going to bring it up so you guys can see. It says, I am very vocal about what we need and what I want. Reese said, I don't like to be here for, I like to be here for my career. But if things don't pan out, obviously I might have to move in a different direction and do what's best for me. But while I'm here, I'm going to try to stay open-minded and about what I have here and maximize that as much as I can. Reese has no trouble coming up with ideas for how to improve the Sky and sharing them with anyone in authority, from General Manager Jeff Pagliosha to owner Michael Alton. See, Angel Reese is so smart. She knows that Chicago has a reputation, and she's playing her cards right. She's doing what she has to do because this article exposes the Chicago Sky to the public, exposes Chicago Sky on its cheap ways, its ways to get around things, its ways not to do what is necessary to be done to facilitate professional basketball players, world-class basketball players. You understand? Yes, you got some basketball players to come to Chicago, but they wasn't worth nothing. And it proved it. To prove what I'm saying, they have lost over 30 games. over 20 games. Right now, going on 30 to be exact. And what we looking at, we can't look at this thing, man, the way that it is. What we looking at, we know that we need improvement. And the girl not lying. She not lying. She wants it to be better. She wants it to be a better team. She wants to win in Chicago. Says she wants more dynamic style of play on the court. She wants the Sky to establish a more cohesive identity, regardless of personal. And she wants Coach Tyler Marsh to coach players harder, but be more than anything else this winter. Reese wants the Sky to get a better roster. You know what I'm saying? She want them to be better in a roster. Chicago Tribune always do that. They want you to subscribe to their channel. To their paper. We ain't doing that. We gonna take the information at hand. But Angel Reese definitely, she let it be known that she was unhappy. She let it be known that she wants better for the Chicago Sky because she wants to retire here. She wants her whole career to be here. She said the front office never has been timid. It says the front office never have been timid since KEYSHA took over the SGM. He has traded Kyle Copper to get a number 3 draft pick in 2024. Then sent out the number 3 pick in 2025 to acquire Ariel Atkins. The phones of such reaction centers are some of the most active in the league. Still, that activity has yet to be rewarded in our court success. KEYSHA had a vision for 2025 team and a group that could sling 3-pointers and play up-tempo offense while running through Reese and Camila Cardoso in both ends of the court, but the concept crumbled almost immediately before being thrown completely off track with Courtney Vandersloot's season-ending injury. It says, sure, the Sky are young, and sure, the Sky is young, but Courtney Vandersloot is not the answer. They thought that she was the answer, but she is not the answer for Chicago Sky. And Angel she's also gonna let everybody know how what I'm saying is how she also feels, as she covered in this article. She goes, let me go down. Okay. Get a little bit more of this, y'all. Come on with it. Okay. She says, watching Golden State, no offense, but I don't think they're more talented than us on paper, Reese said. But no offense, I'm sorry. But they play hard as hell. So starting at the top, we've got to find an identity of what we are going to be next year and then roll with the punches of what we can get. It says the Sky front office has targeted Atkins, Vandersloot, and Rachel Banham as 3 veterans to potentially bring back through the free agency. Haley Van Lith, Maddie Westbelt will remain under contract alongside Reese Cardoso, although the rookies could be dealt trades. In 2026 roster also will include the additional 2025 pick, Asia Sifka. So, that's enough. You know, we ain't really tripping off of that. But what we tripping off of is that Angel has to go to the media and spit her case and tell us that, no, I hear you guys. I hear you. I understand you. I feel what I feel. Angel had to say, man, if we don't win, it's not going to be on me. If we don't win during my tandem of here being 4 years, it's not going to be on me. So she has taken a role like a leadership role she should. And like when Magic Johnson went into that office with Dr. Buss and say, hey, man, look, you got to get better players, man, if you want us to win. We can't be stuck in the, oh, yeah, we won the chip when I first came in, but that's because I was able to play all 5 positions. It sounds like somebody that's on the sky. So Dr. Buss listened to his franchise player, Michael Alter, Nadia Rollinson. Listen to your franchise player. Listen to her. Listen to what she hears in the highways and byways, because she is a comrade to these players. Do what's necessary for them to come. Do what has to be done. But you know, you got people that works for Jeff Pagliosha, allegedly, like reporters that he have his own significant ones, like Annie Costable. Annie Costable goes on her and put out an article and puts an article out about Angel. And not only is it diabolical, but she writes it so that it could be some ultimately fearsome and wear and tear with the relationships that Angel has on the Sky team, period. Now, it says what she wrote was diabolical. Angel Reese faces uncertain future in Chicago after publicly torturing teammates. Like, what? She didn't say that. She just said she need better players. What's wrong with that? Caitlin Clark said she needed great players to come and wanted great players to be, you know what I'm saying, put on the Indiana Fever. But we know that Annie Constable is a Iowa Hawkeye. Yeah, we know that. So I ain't gonna go no further. I'm just saying she graduated from Iowa. Look like she the opposite of me. Now, talking about a two-time WNBA champion, Courtney Vandersloot, Reese said the team needs someone a little younger and willing to compete for a championship and has to be done before. And has done it before. It says that the Chicago Sky have a long history of star players requesting trades or leaving as free agents for greener pastures. Alana Deladon and Sylvia Fowles were 2 of the first franchise stars to force their way out. 2021 Finals MVP Kalia Copper was another. Marina Mabry forced a mid-season trade to land her in Connecticut. Says now Angel is publicly expressing her dissatisfaction with the state of the franchise. Unlike those, all of whom had championships experience except Mabry, Reese took direct swings at her teammates and Coach Tyler Marsh. I like to be here in my career. We read that part, what she stated in the Tribune. It says from there, Reese dissected the Sky's roster, calling out specific teammates by name and expressed her desire for Marsh to coach the team harder. She was quoted multiple times saying, "We need great players." It says she questioned whether veteran point guard Courtney Vandersloot was capable of returning to form at the age she's at. After tearing her ACL 7 games into the season, she went on to say, "We need someone probably a little younger with some experience somebody who's been playing the game and is willing to compete for a championship and has done it before. What's wrong with that, Annie? What's wrong with that? Nothing, nothing. But you the ops, Annie. We know you the ops. Vandersloot, you know what I'm saying? Come on with it. Vandersloot is a two-time WNBA champion, five-time All-Star, and a seven-time assist leader in the WNBA that has been hurt at 37 years old. Let's not, mind you, she didn't put that on there. Says she's the second on the WNBA all-time assist leaders behind Sue Bird and will likely be the first ballot Hall of Famer player when she decides to call it a career. According to the report, Reese said she doesn't believe her teammates, Rachel Banham or Haley Van Lith, are capable of leading a playoff team. Guard Ariel Atkins is another player on the Sky roster with WNBA experience. It says multiple league sources told FOS the entire team has seen Reese comments and that teammates are unhappy with the direct attacks. It says team meeting is planned at which players are expected to address Reese directly. We are all aware of it, Marsh said at the pregame press conference Thursday. We're addressing it in-house as currently speaking. That's where we'll stay right now. The Sky undoubtedly had issues as the franchise. They were pegged in Athletes Anonymous Players Poll as the worst run franchise in the league. Sell a team. Sell a team, Michael Alter. Sell a team, Chairman. Sell a team, Nadia Rollison. If you cannot form or function with what's going on, sell it. Sell everything. Get away. Move around. Because right now, you have the top of the crop of NBA legends. You have right now in your grasp a megastar who just did a movie. All genres, everywhere she's loved, putting butts in the seats. It says the Sky undoubtedly have issues as the franchise. They were pegged in the poll of the worst franchise league. Ownership was years behind in facilities arms race. When their final commitment to build their own last year, they landed in Bedford Park, blocks from Midway Airport for the location. So it's by airport. It's in the city, but it's Bedford Park. You know, it's on Cicero. So when you get off the plane, you know, you can see the stadium right there. That'll be good for those who come in to Midway location. You know what I mean? If y'all come in, y'all can go right there on Cicero to the hotels and everything. Go into the hotel, come out the hotel. Those who visit the Sky, you know what I'm saying? And then y'all go straight down Cicero, man. And you know what I mean? You can get to see them practice facility. And then, of course, go to the stadium that's down on Halsted and Roosevelt to the Wintrust. That's where they're currently playing until they just ultimately have to set a deal up with, you know what I mean, Jerry Reinsdorf to get into the United Center. You know what I'm saying? It says they currently practice at a recreational center in Deerfield, a suburbs north of the city. Sky's new facility, which is being built in partnership with the city of Bedford, was originally projected to be ready this December. Delays, which the team has attributed to an expanded footprint, now have the team operating with the expectations that will be ready sometime in the spring before the start of the 2026 season. The Sky have 5 games remaining this season, starting with the game that they played today. Of course, they won. It says, according to Reese believes that the team needs to be overhauled this season, off season, around the two Soldier Field solidified pieces on the 2026 roster, herself and Camila Cardoso. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. So Annie Constable, she was diabolical in what she's saying. I don't need to hear the rest of that shit. But she was definitely, trying to poke, you know how they do in the press, and then she on her Twitter X, they lighten her ass up. She's trying to play innocent as if, what did I write? What are you talking about? I just wrote what was said and what happened. She torched the team. She didn't torch the damn team. She was coming. The teammates understood, because guess what? Her teammates know what they going through. They know what they're going through with this Chicago Sky organization. And you think that they happy and constable with the situation that they got to be in and live in right now in Chicago, right now when the facility is not there and all of the different things that they have to go through? Hell no. So we ain't trying to hear that shit. It says Angel Reese went on record to torch her teammates in what multiple league executives characterized as an unprecedented move, where her future in Chicago stands, and how the team is addressing her, critiques her. So they start torching her ass on that shit that she had pulled, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? She was like, I'm just a reporter. I'm just saying. No, you know the way that you said it. It says, wait, am I a mouthpiece or do I hate the Sky? Yeah, you probably don't hate this guy, but you don't like Angel, because she ain't give your ass no attention, because she didn't trust you. She gave it to Poe. She gave it to Tribune. No, she ain't trust you, Annie, because you the ops. Annie is the ops. So what I'm saying here in this video is that you guys tell me what you think should be done. What do you think should be done to get the Sky back on track? And what is it? Answer this question. What is it that Michael Alter and Nadia Rollison first task should be going into 2026? Hey, I want to give some respect to my partner, you know what I'm saying, Underdog Fantasy, on this channel. After these messages, I'll return. Let me tell you about the simplest way to get you in some WNBA and NBA action. Find your player, pick higher or lower, and win some extra cash. Pick between 2 to 5 players to fill out your pick'em entry. Get every pick right and win some much needed cash. Use promo code SteadyServe and receive $1,000 bonus in cash. Now that it's football season, follow Steady Serving ENT as I share my picks. Pick players, choose the amount, win money, make picks, win cash. Thanks, Underdog Fantasy, for your partnership with us, and thank you for using the promo code Steady Serving on Underdog Fantasy. Hey, listen, thank y'all so much for coming and hearing what I had to say. But I'll say this to Angel Reese. You keep going, baby girl. You keep winning, baby girl. You tell them what you need. Tell them what you want. And Michael Alter and Nadia Rollison, you got a choice to make. Fire Jeff P. See y'all next time. And I leave as I came, with another banger.
Chicago. Chicago. Dear foreigner, welcome to my city. See the bright light, skyscrapers looking pretty. Perfect skyline, postcard from my city, and we still on the